Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. Hope everybody's fine, safe and healthy. Well, finally autumn's begun in whatever form it could begin, and the sun's still out, but it's warm, it's nice, pleasant. It's about 19 degrees here. And what funny things have you been encountering in life? I've been encountering a lot of funny things in life, as you know, and one of the funniest things ever was the fact that our current government was showing off so much about their citizens portal, a digital platform through which grievances can be addressed of the public regarding any public or private sector. And unfortunately, my experience with them has been that the only difference between lodging complaints before and after the citizens portal is before they used to give us the runaround physically. Now they're giving us the runaround digitally. The other um, difference or similarity is no, actually, this is a difference here. Before, we didn't really know exactly what was going on the record, but now digitally, we have a record of their inefficiency, their dishonesty, and their corruption in the way they deal with our cases. So, before, where they could actually hide it with all their paperwork, now they cannot because we get a copy of it. I have till date lodged about 8 complaints. And out of those 8 complaints, only one was resolved. Only one. And that is because it was a very, very meager thing. It was so easy that if they couldn't even resolve that, then that would have been a big smack on their own faces. The other complaint regarding the breach of information that was covered up because the bank that I bank with, the government has shares in that bank. Not only that, they bank with that bank, so all the parliament accounts, the ATM machines in all the government offices, they're all from this bank, they're provided by this bank. And the government members, they bank with this bank as well. So for that reason, the State Bank of Pakistan and Banking Mutsib and everybody, they just covered it up. And the other funny thing about it is that the Banking Mutsib people, every time you try to lodge a complaint, they will send you an answer via email or, and they will say that because you did not lodge the complaint in a certain format, we cannot initiate it. So I was like, you know what? We're not living in freaking British Empire, okay? Colonial times. We're not. We're not slaves and you're not white, okay? And we're the people, we're the citizens, you're here to serve us, okay? You're not here to just lord it over us, okay? You're not part of the British Empire, okay? There's no colonization going on here. So why are we still being put through that same bullshit that the natives were being put through by the British? I mean, this is exactly, this is exactly that kind of obsolete uh, practice that our dinosaurs here are still practicing. I don't know what they think they are. I don't know who the fuck they think they are, but this is just not done. Any complaint lodged in any form, in any way, must be registered and it must be initiated. Okay? To tell me that I have to lodge a complaint in a certain format, you're trying to insult me or my intelligence right here. Okay? I mean, even in the British rule, people ended up burning them. They ended up burning their offices. So if you don't want your own people to end up burning down your offices, you need to be extremely careful with the way you address the victims of malpractice or malfeasance by the public or private sector. And in this case, it's always the public sector. In Pakistan, the reason why people never lodged complaints was because they knew nothing would come of it. Citizens Portal is living digital proof of that fact. So that nothing's changed. Okay. The fact that the other complaint that we lodged against cybercrime, or you should not again, the first complaint was lodged to cybercrime to get the money back, which never happened. The second complaint was lodged against cybercrime for closing the case without recovery. Then there's another complaint that was lodged to LESCO Vavda, that's the Pakistan Power and Energy uh, company. And what did they do? For the past 3 months, they have suddenly decided that they should bill people whether or not they need to be billed. Okay, so for example, we have solar power. We generate our own electricity, we use it, we sell it, we export it. Okay, at the end of the day, what happens is, now for a whole year they played nice with us. For a whole year they were giving us credits, acknowledging the fact that we had sold them a lot more than we had actually consumed. But for the past 3 months, this is proof of the fact that Vavda and Lesco are up to something, and they're probably about to do something very big. Because whenever they're about to do something very big, that's when they suddenly start looting from the people. For the past 3 months, they have been billing people left, right, and center. People who live in one-room quarters have been billed up to 1 lakh rupees. People who produce their own energy like us, they have been billed up to 60,000 rupees. People who have disconnected meters, again like us, like we have a disconnected meter, and we have been paying rent on that meter despite the fact that it was not just disconnected, it was also faulty, which is why it was disconnected in the first place. It was a single phase meter, so we had 2 meters. We had a 3-phase and a single phase. So we removed the 3-phase, converted it to green meter, and at that same time we disconnected the single phase because it was utterly useless, it was faulty. Now, at their end, they never really disconnected it on the record. So we have been quietly paying them, quietly as in without any complaints. We've been paying them every month, meter rent. And then they suddenly decided last month that since we're already paying them, so why not they start billing us? And they just sent us thousands worth of a bill. Lodged a complaint in Citizens Portal, got an email saying, oh, we're going to fix it on the next billing cycle. Don't you worry, everything's going to be fine. If you have any other problems, please contact us. We're here for you. Yeah, we just got the next bill. They put up that same amount, added it as arrears. So it means every month they're going to add that amount and increase it by 10%, adding arrears. Yes, they increase it by 10% when they add it as arrears. So, again, we've lodged a complaint again, and now, this is another thing. We didn't just lodge a complaint on Citizens Portal. We went to their office and manually lodged a complaint. They did the same thing to us when we had to deal with cybercrime. We lodged a complaint online on the government's given platform, Citizens Portal, and then I was made to lodge a complaint manually again. So we lodge complaints twice thanks to digital platform. Thank you so much, Citizens Portal, because of your incompetence and your inefficiency, because of the fact that you still have those old bastards sitting there in the office, because you haven't changed the people. You think that just creating a digital platform for us to complain about, or to complain on, or to complain through, you'll be saving us a lot of problems. No, you just added to our problems. Now we have to make double complaints, okay? We have to complain on the Citizens Portal, then we have to go and make a complaint manually, physically at the office. And so we get double tension, double the amount of stress, okay? Because one person is saying one thing, the other person is saying another. You have no communication with each other, okay? And when you end up getting so aggrieved that you email the Prime Minister's office directly at the email that he so boastfully provided to all of us that, reach out to me directly. Yeah, well, you know what? That's not reaching out to you directly. Your staff is filtering out all the emails. Okay? I don't even know if you're getting my emails or not. You know why? Because I don't even get an automated reply. Okay? What kind of a prime minister are you that you want to digitalize the whole country, but you never worked in cybersecurity, which led to breach of information of all of us, left, right, and center? You never cared to think about the fact that you have dinosaurs sitting there who will never be able to work on the digital platform the way they're supposed to. And you provide us with your direct email, which is not a direct email, and you don't even have an automated response system. Seriously? I mean, what the frack are you doing? Yeah, I'm one of your oldest members and voters. Okay, you just lost my vote. It's as simple as that. Not just me. You've lost the vote of the whole youth of Pakistan. It was the youth that brought you here. And you know what? That doesn't mean you're not going to win the elections. Oh, you're definitely going to win the next elections too, because there's nobody else left. But don't think that the next elections that you win will be by public mandate. It won't. It will not. Why? Because you've lost your real voters. That was us. And that's the youth. You've lost all of us. Okay? So yeah, you will win. But it will be no thanks to any of us. We will in no way endorse it. We won't care. We won't give a shit. Like how we haven't been given a shit about the previous governments that just came without public mandate. They too weren't really voted for. They made their own votes. They rigged the elections. They came. You can do whatever you damn well please and come. But it's hands off for us. Okay? You cannot make a fool out of the public like this. You just cannot. Okay? You were supposed to provide subsidy on commercial meters. You suddenly, not only did you stop providing subsidy on commercial meters, but you started taking back the rebates. So now we're paying with every bill on a commercial meter, because I own commercial meters as well, me and my family members. So on commercial meters also, what happened is that not only have they stopped the rebate, but now it seems like they want us to pay back all the previous rebates that they had provided before. Imagine that. Okay? You still cannot get money out of those corrupt politicians that you promised to get money out of. You could never even confiscate their freaking homes, although you're legally allowed to, by the way, because the state has the right to confiscate any land or property or asset that has been proved to have been wrongfully acquired, or that has proved to have been a point of injustice towards the rest of the public. But no, there the law stops you. But the law doesn't seem to stop you when you want to make us pay for that. You not only have added to our taxes, and in Islamic law, you're not allowed to tax people on personalized items that are used personally. Yeah, that means cars and houses and TVs and telephones. These are all personal use, and in Islam, you're not allowed to tax people on personal use items. But not only did you suddenly forget the Prophet's teachings here and decide to go with the westernized tax laws, but you also actually had the gall to tax us on our taxes. It's like we're paying taxes on our taxes. It's amazing. You're just amazing. Seriously. Why don't you just boil yourself in oil or something? Well, there it is. So, 8 complaints, only 1 resolved. None of the others resolved yet. I mean, if that's happening to me, guess what's happening to others? One of my neighbors, they had their whole house made solar, okay? The whole house is on solar. They just got a 60,000 bill. Do you think that Lesco is going to actually withdraw that bill? No, they're going to be made to pay it. They are going to have to pay it. We got billed for 3 months in a row, each bill more than the last. And on each bill, you have double the amount of taxes to pay as well. So Why doesn't the government pay us taxes? After all, it's buying electricity from us. It should pay us taxes for that. Nobody's above the law. Nobody should be above the law. We need to rethink our social and legal systems. We really need to rethink them.